We got some pretty ponds around this property. These weren't all original. These were just little lowland areas that had to get dug up and built over time, but surrounded by all these pretty trees. And this pond, super pretty. And it's still got some trees, but man, there used to be a lot more trees in here surrounding the pond. Let me show you what happened. This is what happens. Beavers, they'll come and ring these trees, and it happens about every year. We get one or two beavers that'll come up every about fall winter time, and they'll come along the edges here, cut down some of the smaller trees that we have grown, and then worst of all, they ring around some of these big mature trees that we have here. And we're going to put a stop to that today. I'm going to just show you a few of the trees that we found. You've got this whole front section up by the road. As you can hear in the background, we get some pretty decent amount of traffic, but man, these trees are a nice block to our property in between us and the county road. That tree is dead. The one I just showed you is dead. This tree is now dead. Group of trees right here in front of us are dead. He spared some of these big oaks, thankfully. But on and on as you go. Ring trees. Ring trees. More up there. All these up here by the road. Had a beaver last year that killed or ringed, whatever, all these trees, and they are all eventually on their way to dying. These will not survive. I'm surprised they still have leaves on them, to be honest with you. But you can tell the leaves are not turning color because we're getting into fall. They're turning color because they are slowly dying. Here's some latest evidence of a new beaver on the property. Here's some more activity. We think he's been out here for the last week or two just by some of the sign we've been seeing. This is actually a tree that last year's beaver, big 50-pounder, he started cutting before he trapped him. And this year, the new beaver is coming in, kind of taking over and leaving off where the last one did. And this is last year's big 50-pound beaver. And as you can see here, it's quite large and got pretty big old paws on her too. So today we asked some help from beaver trapper Josh. He's been a public beaver trapper since probably the age of 19 and doing this a long time. This is the beaver slide. Crawls up here and slides through the mud into the other level of this pond. Right here, it's a well-traveled slide. It goes under the barbed wire fence and been doing it for a while, looks like. This is what we call a Kona bear trap, the brand of beaver trap we're using today. We're going to sit it right down here with the springs on either side of this culvert, these pipes here. And what he's going to do is going to crawl through there, hit these wires, and it's going to trip and kill the beaver. All right, we got the trap set.
Got it kind of down in the mud. We got it staked with 2 sticks, so it's not going to go anywhere when the beaver tries to crawl through this hole. He tries to come through like he normally does. He's going to hit these wires. It's going to flip that over, and the bars are going to clamp down on him. All right, we got the trap almost set here. We got the wire tethered down to the fence, so when it does clamp down on him, he's not going to run away with our trap. Last thing we do is going to take these safety catches off here, and once I do that, the trap will be set. Slide them up to the narrow part, flip them over. That's all you got to do.
All right, well, with any luck, tonight or sometime this evening, this beaver will come swimming up this pond, slide through a trap. He'll get caught. And tomorrow morning, hopefully, we'll have us a dead beaver out here. Stay tuned. So unfortunately, the first night, all we caught was a big snapping turtle. And then the second day, caught another big turtle. So I set the trap again last night after catching another turtle, and came back out this morning, and sure enough, we do in fact have ourselves a beaver caught. That's where the trap was. Beaver is right there. He looks like a juvenile. He's kind of small, so I'll probably take him and reset this trap and see if I can catch his mom or dad. Okay, so we're back. I got the beaver and brought it up here to the house, and it is super windy today, so I'm doing my best to kind of pick a spot for this video that's not too windy. But we've got the beaver here on the table. I'm going to go ahead and skin it out. That'll be another video. But real quick, just wanted to show, this is one of the other beavers that we caught last year. This is a 50-pound beaver, and this is about the size pelt that we got out of it. So this one is probably a 20-pound beaver, maybe. It's a juvenile, so we're probably going to get a small little pellet out of the guy, and we'll just keep adding to our stack of pellets here. And eventually, I think it'd be cool to have, like, we get enough pellets, or pelts, beaver pelts, we can actually sew them all together and make like a cool like bedspread or something like that. Something cool with it. I don't know. But this is a beaver. Let me get a quick little close up for you guys. Yeah, so this is our beaver here. Like I said, like, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. I'm gonna weigh it here before I skin it. But he's a little juvenile. I don't know if this tail is probably not big enough to do anything with, just for scale. That's the size we're looking at here. So I've always wanted to get one of these and actually get a wallet or something like that made out of it. The last beaver we trapped had a big old chunk of this tail missing from an alligator, or what I think was an alligator bite. So, but this guy's tail is a little bit too small. But you can see just how big his little paws are here. Not very sizable. Again, that 50-pound beaver, its paws were the size of my hand. So this little juvenile is just a little bit smaller here, but he's got actually pretty good fur here. And so let me check him out here real quick. He's got little bitty beaver chompers on him, and I think these beavers, their teeth continue to grow over time as they kind of get worn out by chewing up the trees. The teeth continue to grow, but there's a nice little shot of his chompers there. But yeah, so later this evening, I'm gonna work on getting this guy skinned out. And I'll probably make that a whole separate video for you guys, because it'll take a little bit of time, and there's quite a bit of detail work involved in skinning out a beaver. You got to be real intricate around its eyes, nose, ears, all that kind of stuff. So kind of tedious work, but it ends up with a pretty cool result nonetheless. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got the trap set already to see if I can catch another one or two of these guys that I think are left out there in that pond. So hopefully there will be some more follow-up videos with the remaining beavers that we catch. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate you.